Hi guys, picked up another one of those Poundland gin glasses. They're plastic. I've got a few of the sort of yellowy orange coloured ones. I just thought this smoked glass effect one looked nice. And I was wondering whether I could turn it into a rubber band powered car. For no good reason, other than I wondered if I could do it. So, I don't know if you can see, but we get nice seam or line on them that will help us align things. That goes all the way around the body there. I was wondering whether I could possibly melt it and just twist the end round so we could drill a hole through that way, have it twisted 90 degrees so it was actually the bearings for the axle. I don't know whether we can melt this or not. I might go and try that, go and heat it in a gas flame and see if I can put a pair of pliers on it and bend it round. If I can do that, that'll give us support for the front axle. Back axle, I'll just drill a hole on the seam just there. And then to get the rubber band through to the back axle, I was thinking of drilling a big hole around here somewhere. Because a while back I picked these up in a little step drill bit. It's those ones that as you push it through, it starts drilling bigger holes. I just thought it'd be interesting to see if we could do that without it shattering. So that'll be fun. First thing I'll do though is I'll see if I can actually heat this up and bend it. If I can't, then we'll just have to glue something on the front. Well, that was interesting. It took a lot more heat than I expected to get it to go soft, so I could just squeeze it and bend it round. I've got to drill a couple of holes crossways so we can put the front axle in. We'll find out whether we can drill a hole in there. First of all, I'll just make a mark where I want to start drilling. Right. This could be fun. It could all shatter. Got it in there, can't get it out. Done it. Right, I better tidy up because I've made a mess. We can see it melted in places which gummed up the teeth, but we can tidy that up. And that's our hole. So I'm going to drill a little hole at the top here to attach the rubber band. Let it go down through there to the back axle. No, I need to make a pilot hole first before we try and drill through there. I will tidy up. I've drilled all my pilot holes, so I put a piece of wood inside to support it and to make sure I don't drill into my finger, and then small drill to get the actual holes that I want, and then I'll enlarge them with another drill for the axles. Haven't quite decided what axle to use at the moment. I quite like using barbecue skewers, but I've also been using bicycle spokes quite a bit lately. I think I'll go and look, see what wheels I've got already that I can just reuse. Well, nearly had a little disaster there. Drilled all the holes and then I dropped it and actually cracked the bottom of it there. But luckily the axle hole is still there. Otherwise we'd have had to start all over again. That was annoying. Obviously heating it's made it brittle. Didn't expect that. So, I'm using these wheels that I've used on other projects in the past. CDs or DVDs. 3D printed hubs to put the axles through. And actually they look just right. I was going to say we'll have to put a bit of drinking straw or something to space them apart, but they'll actually run okay there, or at least that side will. Let's have a look at the other side. Because what you don't want is the wheels to be rubbing against the bodywork. And when we get to here, we probably will have that problem. Yeah, the wheels will rub against it unless I put a little spacer in there. So I'll put a little spacer in there so the wheels don't rub against the sides of the glass. And then we should be just about ready. There'll be links in the video description to my 3D printed hubs. I'll have to remember to put the ones in with the right diameter. Normally I put the link in for the ones for, I think they're 3-point-something millimeter diameter holes, which is just right for the bamboo barbecue skewers that I use. But the bicycle spokes, which is what this is, are 2mm. So they're a bit thinner. Anyway, I'll cut some bits of drinking straw just to space these out, put them on. Now somewhere here, I've got an extra little bit of plastic that goes on here and gives us a hook to hook the rubber band on. Oh, there it is. Just there. So we slide that on, probably glue it in place to stop it sliding when you're using it. And that gives us a hook to hook the rubber band on. If we don't do that, we just wrap the rubber band round until it runs over itself, and that holds it in place anyway. I think we'll have trouble getting this one to go straight because it's quite short, so any misalignment with the axle means it'll turn quite a lot as it runs along. That's the finished article. So I've got my little 3D printed hook on there. Just paper straws cut to length to keep the wheels away from the bodywork. could trim these off, but I'm not going to. It's just handy to be able to get hold of them, and I can reuse them on the next project. Oh, I forgot to mention I drilled a hole up there to put the rubber band through. A couple of rubber bands. So, through the hole. Which way should we do this? Do it that way. Through the big hole. And get hold of it. Put it on the hook. And wind it up. I expect we'll get wheel spin, because I expect this is too light. But that's the general idea. We'll see if it works. That looks like it works. I think we're going a little bit right, but I could point it left and that should be okay. Yes, got a little bit of a right turn to it, but nothing we couldn't compensate for. So there we go, Poundland gin glass, plastic gin glass, converted to a rubber band powered car.